Breaking news, everyone. I wanted to bring you this information. If you haven't seen that Elon Musk and Tesla, along with X, been getting tons of cyber attacks.
Platform X is down and has been going in and out all day. X owner Elon Musk posted there was, still is, a massive cyber attack against X. We get attacked every day, but this was done with a lot of resources. Either a large coordinated group and or a country is involved.
And this can lead to bank closures. And I want to break down how this can affect you and something that you need to do immediately in order to protect yourself with all of this going on. Now, if you're new to my channel is designed to help you no matter where you are in your credit journey. And I show you how to leverage credit to make money. So if you like that kind of information, make sure you subscribe to this channel, give this video a thumbs up, and I give you a free hard inquiry removal package. And that link is in the description of this video and in the pinned comment section. Now, when it comes to this channel around credit, I'm trying to give you a connected situation on financial things that you need to be aware of that can also affect your credit. And currently with Tesla and these cyber attacks, these are being taken place by a pro-Palestine group. Now, with this pro-Palestine group, they have also targeted other companies in Israel, Europe, and also the United States. And Elon Musk just came out to say that these groups look to be having IP addresses from Ukraine. So that is a major update that the United States currency is under attack. And now that they have attacked Tesla, this has also led to some downturn and not only Tesla stocks, but also they've been attacking X. Now, why this is important? Because they said one of their next targets are going to be banks. Now, one thing that you have to actually know, and I mentioned this in a prior video, the United States is on what's called a fiat money system, meaning your money is backed by nothing in good faith of the United States. And because we're on a fiat money system, I trade out the value of my US dollar for gold and silver. One thing you need to really understand that none of these fiat money systems ever survived in history. Each and every one of them crashed, and even the United States had what was called a continental currency that even crashed. Now, the question is, if they target banks, how would you fare out in that situation? And we used to be on the gold standard. And so when you had many of the major players like Britain and France, they used to also be backed by the gold standard. And what had took place in World War I, they were getting devastated and they had to print more money. And the United States was able to maintain our gold standard. We are far from Europe, and it led us with a lot of protection from Germany. But even after that, many of those countries, including Germany, suffered hyperinflation, meaning they were taking money out in wheelbarrows that they would have to actually pull ahead at a restaurant and pay in advance, because about time they got to that restaurant, the price would change. The same thing with the United States. Now we are no longer backed by gold. And this is where you hear the term, the gold standards. This is why the United States is what's called the world currency, because we have large stores of gold in Fort Knox. We also have large stores of gold under Wall Street. So many people say today gold have no utility. If that's the case, why the heck have the United States not given away their gold? Because, of course, we all know the simple answer, gold have value. And you used to be able to take this dollar and trade it in for gold. Now, when the stock market crash took place of 1929, it caused what was called bank runs on the banks. And they even have to have bank holidays to stop people from going in, trading their currency for gold and store it. So much that FDR made it illegal for you to actually own gold, and they confiscated everyone's gold. And then when you take this example of if these cyber attacks really start to affect companies like Tesla and what you saw with DeepSeek, which was a Chinese company that released and came directly at ChatGPT and other tech innovations, we saw a hard dip in our stock market. And so all of this actually is to attack the United States currency, even with China and Russia with the BRICS system. It is to challenge the American dollar, because the American dollar has been the world currency of trading since the Bretton Woods meeting back after World War I. And then if this starts to cause Tesla stock to go down and other stock to go down that's propping up our stock market, is it going to cause bank runs? And then even worse, if your bank system is cyber attacked and shut down, what are you going to do at that point? Which leads you to another part of concern. There haven't been one fiat currency in history that ever survived and did not crash. So this is not going to last forever. This is why you guys are seeing hyperinflation. Even with us becoming the world's currency at Bretton Woods, it was because the United States was still on the gold standard. And when you look at our US dollar as being currency, you have an American silver eagle equivalent of this dollar. But it takes 37 of these to buy one of these because it's real money, it's silver. And JP Morgan Chase is one of the biggest buyers of silver because now you need this in green energy or EV batteries or even green solar panels to run your cellular phone. And they can't retool this once they use it. It gets destroyed. And there's only a certain amount of silver and there's only a certain amount of gold, which is why I stack some of this currency to trade it out and stack these. Because if banks get shut down and the lights get cut off, I can go ahead and barter if I need to with small increments of gold or silver. If something happened, just like you're seeing with BRICS with China, to threaten your dominance of your currency, the question is, where are you financially? And this is why I keep telling you guys, this dollar is nothing but credit. It's nothing different than a credit card. I make sure I trade out these dollars for silver and gold every month with a particular amount of my income to hedge my savings. And it comes straight to a location that I have it set to go to be able to access that. And you can do that with a company called Quicksilver. If you're interested in that, I have a link below in the description in the pinned comment section. And if anything happened to the banks or if the lights go out, I have smaller increments that I can barter with people in order to prep myself. It is also good for you to have some canned goods and also some food rationing. So just in case something happened, that you have a backup in order to protect yourself, you guys. One other easy thing for you to do is get a fireproof safe. At least if this is what you have some money in a fireproof safe. So if anything goes wrong with the banks, that you would have some of your money where you can access it. And the second big part, you want to make sure you're not putting all your money in one bank. Just in case these banks shut down, maybe you have some of your money in another bank and it may have not been cyber attacked. And even furthermore, to have credit cards and lines of credit. And one thing that people don't realize with Tesla being attacked, if you have a 401k, and many a times those management companies may be hedge funds, and your money may be invested in Tesla or one of these magnificent sevens, and you don't even know it. So by these companies being attacked, if they go down, it can affect your whole company's pension and your retirement at the end of the day. And with the stock market crash, it started to create runs on the bank where the banks start shutting down, doing a lot of bank holidays because a lot of people wanted to withdraw their money out of the bank. And so it was really problematic when that stock market crashed. And remember, the majority of Americans actually grew their own food. So in our case, many of us are not growing our own food. And so these cyber attacks, even that happened on the Social Security Administration, all of our information have been leaked. And then the Pentagon was even hit by a cyber attack. So you want to make sure you safeguard you and your family, have some rations, also have some other form. What I do of currency is, like I said, have some silver and some gold stashed away, not even in my home, in other locations where you can get to it and access it. And make sure, if you can, start having small victory gardens again and start growing some of your food. So hopefully this was a warning to you to take some of these steps. And if you have any questions or comments, leave it in the comment section. But if you have more detailed questions for me, you can go to my website and all your questions go directly to my cell phone. I hope to see you guys in the next video. Stay tuned.